Assalamu alaikum, family. Fard MacD. Now, as everybody knows that the Nation of Islam, when it comes to black liberation, freedom, justice, and equality for black people, the Nation of Islam is the standard. So everybody has some type of critique or something to say. Now, they never try to come to us and want to unite and try to collaborate and we can do things together regardless to what we believe in or regardless what our doctrine is or what our theology is, right? This is really what separates us from everybody, because we will build with anybody if it's about the liberation and the freedom and the justice and equality for our people in America and all over the world. We are willing to collaborate and let us do some things together and do some events and programs together. But a lot of people don't come at us like that. But now, since it's the social media area, the podcast area, everybody get on these podcasts and they want to name drop, right? So recently, the brother Phase 1 just dropped and he mentioned student minister Nur Muhammad. He mentioned 19 Keys. And then he said that Dr. Malachi, how you say his name? Malachi E. York, right? Whatever good Mr. York has did for black people, that's cool, family. But at one point in time, he was in the Nation of Islam, just like Yahweh's in the Nation of Islam. A lot of people was in the Nation of Islam and left and went and started their own thing and did their own movement, right? Islam, to address what he said on his latest podcast or interview, Islam is the nature of the black man. Islam is not a religion, right? The Nation of Islam is a military structured group that we are fighting for the liberation of black people all over the world, right? But primarily in America, right? We're trying to free the black man from his thinking. So we have a religious structure per se to help a person pull out of the God within, because the black man is God. That is the teachings of the Most Honorable Louis Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and this has been proven from their works. Now, if anybody, you saying a student, talking in Phase 1, if you saying Brother York is so took us past Islam and we supposed to go past Islam, then why haven't you and his followers been able to duplicate the work of the Nation of Islam and transform lives like the Nation of Islam and resurrect the black man and stand the black man up? You haven't been able to do that, right? And you're still not able to do that, right? Because what you're teaching or what he teaching doesn't transcend anything in the Nation of Islam. We have the full understanding and comprehension and the science to everything in life that makes up the universe, not just the earth, that makes up the universe, because the Nation of Islam was established and set up by the Mahdi, Al-Mahdi, God in person, Allah in person. Thank you, fam. God in person. That's why. So there's nobody really for us to contend with. There's nobody else for us to follow once the Supreme Being himself comes and set this up. There's nobody else to follow. So everything that everybody's doing, right? Whatever you think they have that's superior to what's in the Nation of Islam, it comes from the Nation of Islam. It comes out of the teachings of the Most Honorable Louis Muhammad. Family, this is what we have to fail to realize. There's no other teacher after him. So whatever you found that was good, that he went deeper and found, he ain't exposed and did nothing towards Islam. What do we look like following him? We are gods. We are in the Nation of Islam training to be God himself. So what else we're going to follow? Just think about that now. That's how powerful the teachings of the Most Honorable Louis Muhammad is, because his students leave and go and start something, and then they students think that what they bringing or what they got is superior to what they just left in the net. Man, please, man. Listen, family. Focus your time on the enemy. Talk about your president. Talk about the government of the United States. Talk about the Federal Reserve. Talk about the Southern Poverty Law Center. Talk about the Zionist Jews. Talk about Israel and what's going on in Palestine. Because they control these worthless dollars that we out here trying to get. They control this trash here, right? The Zionist Jew control this. This who we after. We after the rulers. We after the ones in power. That's why the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the #1 anti-Semitic in their book. Is you on that list? Phase 1? If you not on that list, then you don't have the right enemies to even put out a challenge to anybody in Islam, right? And what we're doing, because your focus is off. Focus on them, and then you will see where the real power is at, and then you will see where the real revolutionaries are at, where the real stronghold is at, or where the superior wisdom and knowledge is at. Then you will see for yourself, and won't nobody else have to tell you this, right? This is what we are bringing to you, right? This is what we are bringing to you, right? You understand, family? So this is what we're talking about, and we are addressing everything, and we're putting it out there, family. We're not tolerating that. This is the day. This is the end, family. Y'all not paying attention to this. Is the war Armageddon, family. So everything has to be addressed. You right? But however, family, phase 1. Please, family, do your thing, man. Whatever you doing that's good for black people, do it, brother. Do it. Leave us out of it. Don't even ask no questions in there, because we're not trying to contend with you. We're not trying to beef with you in no kind of way. Because if you're doing good for black people, then we applaud you. We honor you. We respect you. We love you for what you're trying to do for black people. So let's come on. Let us unite and become one brotherhood. And if you want to say Dr. York is your leader, your teacher, then let that be. If I'm saying the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad is my teacher, let that be. If the brother over here saying Jehovah or Yahweh or whoever is their teacher, these brothers over here saying Huey P. Newton, it's time for us to unite as one so we can defeat the enemy. The real enemy is him. The real enemy is on the back of our dollar. They control this, and we're paying taxes to these people, and they have a criminal man convicted of over 30 accounts of federal crimes, and he is in the White House. So we ain't got no time to be arguing about who got the right theology, who this and the third, like this and the third. Obviously, the white man got the right theology. Obviously, he got the right God, the superior knowledge, because we still under him. That's the point. That's what we got to get to. So let's keep all the cap, stop all the name dropping, stop all the clout chasing. Let's just stop that, man. And let's get back to business. If you really want to see how strong you is and your foundation is, then you go after the enemy. And then when they come against you, let's see. Do you need the Nation of Islam to come and back you up? You understand me? Because we don't call nobody to come back us up. You feel me? And we out here on Front Street, on front line against the Zionist Jew and the government of the United States. Make no mistake about it, family. That is our target. That is our enemy. And we got to get free. And we're commissioned by God himself, Allah, in the person of Master Fard Muhammad and his messenger Messiah Christ, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, to get after our people and bring them out of this so they can see that separation is our only solution. We have no other solution. Family, I hope this message hits home and resonates so we can get some real understanding. It's 2026. We ain't got no more time for the BS. No more time for the infight. That shit is over. Unless we all gonna get wiped out and the enemy will continue to rule us and our generations to come, family. So let's put that BS to the side, all right? And let's get about the real business. And it's gonna take unity for us to get about the real business, right? Not calling somebody and placing one leader over another one and all. That's BS. That's bullshit. That's what it is. Straight up bullshit. Don't amount to nothing. Let's get serious, family, about this warfare. Because the war Armageddon is here. Donald Trump, the last president. So we better get right, or we finna get wiped out with them. Assalamu alaikum. I hope this message resonates with somebody, family. All right? Tap in.